To Myanmar now, where the military junta seems to be stepping up its campaign against Aung San Suu Kyi. In an attempt to discredit her again, a military television network broadcast a so-called confession. A construction tycoon said that he had bribed Suu Kyi. But the so-called evidence against her is doing little to deter the protesters who continue to pour out on the streets, demanding democracy.
This newscaster has some breaking news to report. Speaking in Burmese, he's telling his viewers about the latest charge against Myanmar's ousted leader, Aung San Suu Kyi.
According to the testimony of Yu Mong Wek, Aung San Suu Kyi is guilty of bribery and the Anti-Corruption Commission is investigating to take action under anti-corruption laws.
Soon after that message, a man appears on screen. He is a construction tycoon. Speaking in a flat pitch and without any emotion, he delivers what's being called a confession.
In 2017, one of my company staff introduced Daw Khin Khin O to me. She was working at Daw Aung San Suu Kyi's house. Around May 2018, I paid respect to Daw Aung San Suu Kyi at her house through the help of Daw Khin Khin O.
In a statement that lasts around 2 minutes, this man goes on to narrate a tale, describing how he claims that over the years, he gave a total of $550,000 to the leader. What do you make of this? It's an act, another plot hatched by the military junta to keep Suu Kyi behind bars. The so-called confession was televised by MRTV, both in Burmese as well as English. This is a military television network. The man who is making the charges is Yu Mong Wek, described as a military crony by the Western press. Reports say he was even imprisoned once for drug trafficking. He's now been commissioned to build a case against Suu Kyi. The charges against her are piling up. She has been accused of corruption that could lead to 15 years in jail. Suu Kyi's lawyers, who still haven't got a chance to meet her, have termed the latest allegations groundless and illogical. The people of Myanmar seem to agree. Their pushback against the military continues. The protests are intensifying in Yangon. Residents set street barricades on fire. Protesters are increasingly using this tactic to hurt the movement of the army and the police. Yangon has turned into a battleground. The junta is deploying heavier force to crush the protest. It has killed over 200 protesters. The growing violence could lead to a food shortage. The UN World Food Programme has issued a warning. They believe the civil unrest and economic paralysis would worsen the humanitarian situation. The situation is dire, but the protesters continue to fight for democracy. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.